Here we go. This video is brought to you by the letter F. Actually, it's brought to you by the letter P for politics, right? And this video looks a little deceiving, and I thought that was fitting because when it comes to politics, we're usually told one thing and shown another, right? So I thought it's kind of fitting that I'm out here changing my brakes as we talk about the secrets of politics, the secrets to understanding politics and politicians. Like I said, when it comes to politics and politicians, it seems like, and it shouldn't, but it often seems like we are told one thing and shown another, right? I mean, that's just how it goes. And so for this video, here we are. So what inspired me to make this video, for one, the secrets of things seems to be a popular thing these days. I did the secrets too. I'm just trying to straighten this out so that you guys, I'm not crooked and you guys are actually getting a full view here without the camera being crooked. So videos about secrets seem to be popular these days. I'm gonna get my hammer. Here we go. I'm doing brakes and calipers. I didn't plan on doing calipers, but this one caliper, a little suspicious, and I just can't have that. When you're towing a boat and relying on this vehicle, well, when you're relying on a vehicle for anything, but also don't forget I'm towing the boat with this vehicle, you cannot have any type of questions when it comes to your brakes, right? So this vehicle is getting new brake pads and calipers today, unexpectedly on the calipers. So yesterday, and what inspired this video really, during my travels in general, I would say 90 to 95% of the people that I come in contact with are not happy with the politics of today. And even more so, they are actually, even Democrats are saying we were better off with Trump, which is surprising for Democrats. So I would say 95% of the people that I run into these days that's where they're at. That's what they're talking about. That's what they're saying. Yesterday, I bumped into a guy and we were talking about, he was an animal lover, as I am, as am I, right? And kind of got talking a little bit about that. And then somehow politics came up. Actually, he said something about, I'm really glad to have a president that is all for the animals and whatnot. And I said, yeah, but I said he's not for animals, but even if he were, the rest of his stuff is just a disgrace. And he got very angry, as Democrats do. They tend to get extremely angry when you bring into question the current president or any, if you bring into question any of the Democratic policy. But I'm always curious. So, I asked him, I said, well, okay. I said, okay, let me understand. What is it about the current administration's policy that you're so happy with? And he's like, well, I don't know what you mean. And I said, well, just in general, in general, what is what attracts you to the current president and what attracts you to the current Democrat policy. And he, once again, he said, I don't understand what you're getting at here. I don't understand what you mean. He's getting very angry, remember. And I said, okay. I said, let me try to explain it a little better. I said, because he also defended our current governor, Gretchen Whitmer, who I will hold to task every single time, because, you know, I actually thought, you know, at the time we needed a Democratic governor here in Michigan, and we do, because we needed to protect our unions, right? I'm still with you. I just had to run over here. Just had to grab my grease gun. So I hold Gretchen Whitmer to task every time because I'm just so upset with how she handled COVID, the nursing home deaths here in Michigan, and her general policy. Just absolutely upset the hell out of me, as does the current presidential administration's general policy. And I could name specific policies, but I'm not going to go into that. I mean, there will indeed be people in the comments section that will ask me about policy later, and you can refer to that, and I will tell you about policies I agree with and do not agree with when it comes to the Democrat Party. So, this man was getting extremely upset, although he was a little confused, I think, because we both, just seconds before, we were both agreeing on about being animal lovers and you know, and how important it is to make sure we're watching out for the population of animals, right? So I think he was a little confused about that. Like, wait a minute. So he said to me, like he was trying to give me an out, I guess. He said to me, well, what you're talking about sounds more like libertarian. And I said, no. I said, I'm not a libertarian. I said, that's the thing, is I'm not one of you. And I said, and every time, I said, you motherfuckers. And he goes, motherfuckers? I said, okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to call you a motherfucker, but I said, what bothers me, whether they're Republican or Democrat, I said, you guys don't pay attention to me at all until Election Day, because you don't know. You don't know how I'm going to vote, because I voted both ways. And I know that there's going to be undoubtedly people in my comment section calling me a Republican or a Trump tard, or telling me that I'm on the right or whatever. Well, here's my mission for you. You go out and ask the people on the right if they think I'm right. And I think you will find very quickly the people on the right do not think I'm right. And the Democrats, they don't know what to make of me. And that's fine. You know, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I am out here doing what I do the best way I know how. And, you know, look, you guys, so here's the secrets. Here's the beginning of the secrets to understanding politics and politicians. These days, especially, what is it that you're concerned about? What issue are you concerned about? You can go online and find out how your local and federally elected officials have voted in the past on different issues that you're interested in. Okay, when it comes to animals, and here's what the left never understands. They always say, oh, well, the right, they're never for the animals. They're hunters and they're this and that and the other. That's not necessarily true. It's partially true, but has it ever dawned on you that inside the word conservative is conservation? So I don't buy that when you tell me that all Republicans are nothing but animal hunting, crazed people, because most of the time, if you go and look at how your conservative officials have voted when it comes to animal things, they're usually on the conservative side of things. Okay? When it comes to hunting and this and that and the other. Now, guns is another discussion. And we need people who are making sure that our constitutional rights are watched after closely, because they want to take them from us. They're the first thing you do in order to control a society is take their guns away. Look at China. Okay? You don't have to look much further than China to see that. Once you take the guns away from the population no longer can defend themselves, and the government takes rule. Have you ever really given a look to what the Democrat Party's been doing in the past several years, in the past several decades, honestly? Have you really looked at things and what they're really trying to do? They want you as their voter. They want you to be dependent on them. They keep telling you, vote for us, we're going to take care of you. We're going to take care of you. Well, no, that's not how it works. I'll take care of myself. I don't want the government involved in my life, okay? I'll take care of myself. And that's how most people feel, I believe, is that, hey, no, I will take care of myself. The government is there to collect taxes and to, hopefully, they're there to collect taxes and to preserve our rights as Americans. Outside of that, I don't really have much use for government officials. They're here to make sure that the things we need as a society, roads and things like that, get done, which they can't even do that, even though they promise that. So the big secret to understanding politics and politicians, first of all, understand this. Democrat, Republican, whatever party they're calling themselves, they do not give a shit about you. They've never even heard your name. And if they did hear your name, they forgot about it the next second, okay? Even if you went up and said, oh, hi, President Biden, so nice to meet you. And he said, oh, yeah, it's nice to meet your mother too. Or whatever the hell, however he replied. And I'm sorry to make fun of the guy, but it's ridiculous at this point. He doesn't remember you. He doesn't give a shit what happens to you. None of the Democrats do. None of the Republicans do. I don't care what party they're affiliated with. They don't give a shit about you. They couldn't possibly give a shit about you. They have too many other things going on. Okay? So understand that first. Now, when it comes to what politicians tell you, whether they're Democrat or Republican, forget it. Go research it. In this day and age, we've had the internet, we can go research anything. Any way any congressman or senator has voted or president in the past since the beginning of time. That information is all available to you free online. You can track things. You can track the things you care about. You can look at how certain people voted. And if they voted in favor of what you're in favor, well, maybe that's somebody to kind of look at and say, hey, maybe this guy could do some good, or this lady could do some good. And you vote for those people. That's all you have, okay? That's all you have is your vote. So, and that's even up for debate these days. I think it's been up for debate for a long time. I think there was a major shift in how this country is run when Kennedy was assassinated. I think there was a major shift in how things are run and the powers that be, how they run things. With that being said, that is today's secrets of understanding politics and politicians. Until next time, I'm me, you're you. Keep doing you, I'll keep doing me. Peace out.